Comparative Analysis of the Gospel of Emmanuel by Stiwart Cedano and Its Cinematic Potential. Author, Stiwart Cedano. The Gospel of Emmanuel offers a unified narrative of Jesus' life by harmonizing the four Gospels. It organizes the events chronologically, correcting inconsistencies through historical and linguistic research. The use of exact dates for key events gives it scholarly depth. Unlike traditional harmonies, this work adds explanatory notes rooted in Greek and Hebrew manuscripts. The narrative transitions smoothly between scenes. This makes it engaging for both theological study and visual adaptation. The introduction of historical context sets the Gospel of Emmanuel apart from other gospel harmonies. It opens with references to Noah, Abraham, and Moses, creating a broader biblical timeline. This background connects the New Testament events with foundational Old Testament figures. Readers are not only informed of Jesus' actions but understand their covenantal implications. This technique gives the Gospel of Emmanuel theological weight. It also expands its relevance beyond the Gospels alone. Tatian's Diatessaron was the earliest known attempt to harmonize the Gospels. His goal was unification rather than theological or historical correction. Emmanuel, however, reorders texts based on cultural analysis and manuscript evidence. Where Tatian simplifies, the Gospel of Emmanuel deepens and clarifies. This results in better doctrinal accuracy and contextual fidelity. It builds a bridge between ancient texts and modern understanding. A.T. Robertson's harmony is structured for academic use, primarily through parallel alignment of gospel passages. It helps scholars compare textual similarities and differences. The Gospel of Emmanuel takes a narrative approach, prioritizing clarity and coherence. Rather than just aligning passages, it synthesizes them into a continuous story. This storytelling style is more accessible to lay readers. It also lends itself to dramatization for film or stage. Thomas and Gundry's harmony features a side-by-side gospel comparison. Their format is excellent for textual scrutiny but lacks interpretive guidance. The Gospel of Emmanuel adds value by integrating cultural notes and doctrinal commentary. It not only shows the what, but explains the why and how. The literary flow keeps the reader engaged from start to finish. This makes it highly suitable for adaptation into visual media. Michael Rood's chronological Gospels align Jesus' life with the Hebrew calendar. While insightful, Rood's harmony occasionally imposes interpretations based on assumptions. The Gospel of Emmanuel balances Jewish tradition with Roman timelines and early church manuscripts. This multi-dimensional approach grounds the Gospel in both history and theology. It invites critical thinking without compromising faith. The result is a more credible and complete narrative. LaGard Smith's The Daily Bible organizes readings chronologically for devotion. It is practical for spiritual growth but lacks critical engagement. The Gospel of Emmanuel serves both devotional and academic readers. It includes doctrinal corrections, chronological refinements, and manuscript insights. It satisfies intellectual curiosity while nurturing faith. This dual function enhances its appeal and utility. Emmanuel's literary style enhances its readability and emotional resonance. The dialogue feels natural, and transitions are smooth and coherent. Characters are portrayed with depth, especially Jesus, whose humanity and divinity are well balanced. Events are grouped logically, creating a strong narrative arc. This makes the story relatable and immersive. Such qualities are essential for effective screenwriting. The use of footnotes in the Gospel of Emmanuel provides necessary scholarly support. They clarify linguistic nuances and resolve textual ambiguities. Footnotes also direct readers to supporting biblical passages. This strengthens doctrinal understanding and theological reflection. It also builds trust in the author's interpretation. Such rigor ensures that the harmony is academically credible. Theological challenges, like the number of times Peter denied Jesus, are addressed in Emmanuel. Traditional harmonies repeat inherited mistakes without resolution. The Gospel of Emmanuel examines all relevant passages and reconciles them through manuscript comparison. It concludes Peter denied Jesus 5 times, not 3. These insights correct common misreadings. They also enrich the dramatic potential for storytelling. Chronological markers are a major strength in Emmanuel. Events are dated according to Jewish, Roman, and Gregorian systems. This triangulation increases historical accuracy. It also assists in constructing visual timelines for films or series. Filmmakers can stage scenes with contextual precision. This makes the Gospel of Emmanuel a ready-made guide for cinematic production. Unlike most harmonies, the Gospel of Emmanuel incorporates content from non-Gospel New Testament books. References from Hebrews, 1 Peter, and Revelation enrich the theological narrative. This creates continuity between Jesus' life and early Christian doctrine. It shows Jesus' impact on the apostolic community. These additions make the text fuller and more profound. They also offer more material for thematic development in film. Scenes in the Gospel of Emmanuel are detailed and emotionally dynamic. The healing of the leper or Jesus' trial before Pilate are described with vivid clarity. These dramatic moments are perfect for visual storytelling. Each scene includes dialogue, setting, and internal reflections. This allows for easy translation into screenplay format. Directors and screenwriters benefit from this built-in structure. The structure of the Gospel of Emmanuel follows a cinematic 3-act format. Act 1 includes the birth and early life of Jesus. Act 2 focuses on his public ministry and teachings. Act 3 covers the passion, crucifixion, resurrection, and ascension. This natural progression aligns well with traditional film narratives. It ensures a compelling and coherent plotline. The inclusion of the Pentecost event is a rare feature in gospel harmonies. The Gospel of Emmanuel ends not at the resurrection, but at the descent of the Holy Spirit. This provides closure to Jesus' earthly ministry and opens the door to the church age. It also allows for a sequel or extended film series. This unique ending broadens the theological and cinematic scope. It reflects a more complete, redemptive arc. Language use in the Gospel of Emmanuel is both respectful and contemporary. The translation avoids archaic expressions common in traditional texts. This makes the message clearer for modern audiences. At the same time, it retains theological depth. This balance supports both reverence and readability. It appeals to diverse generations of believers. Cultural explanations in the Gospel of Emmanuel enrich the understanding of Jewish customs. Festivals like Passover and Tabernacles are thoroughly explained. This contextualizes Jesus' teachings and actions. Viewers unfamiliar with Jewish traditions gain important insight. It adds color and depth to the historical setting. This is especially helpful in visual adaptations. Gender representation is thoughtfully handled in Emmanuel. Women like Mary Magdalene, Martha, and the Samaritan woman are given voice and dignity. Their roles are highlighted as crucial in Jesus' ministry. This aligns with modern values of representation and equity. It also reflects the inclusive nature of Jesus' message. These characters provide diverse emotional subplots for film. Geographical accuracy is a core feature of Emmanuel. Locations are described with references to historical Judea, Samaria, and Galilee. This helps readers visualize Jesus' journey more vividly. It also aids filmmakers in location scouting. Knowing where events took place supports realistic set designs. It grounds the story in tangible reality. Character development is consistent and multidimensional. Jesus is portrayed as wise, compassionate, strong, and strategic. The disciples grow in faith and understanding. Even antagonists like Pharisees and Pilate are presented with complexity. This humanizes the story and deepens emotional impact. Such depth enhances narrative tension essential in film. The Gospel of Emmanuel corrects errors about events like the Sermon on the Mount. It clarifies its alignment with the Sermon on the Plain using textual evidence. This harmonization respects the uniqueness of each gospel while reconciling them. Readers are not left confused by apparent contradictions. Instead, they gain a unified view. This also improves scene placement for adaptations. Symbolism is used effectively throughout Emmanuel. Parables and miracles are contextualized within the broader theme of redemption. Each symbolic act is explained in cultural and theological terms. This adds depth to the spiritual message. It also enriches the visual metaphors for storytelling. Symbolic storytelling resonates strongly in film media. Miracles are treated with reverence and realism. The Gospel of Emmanuel doesn't sensationalize but presents them within a faith historical context. The focus remains on their spiritual and personal impact. This makes the portrayal more human and relatable. Such treatment maintains credibility while inspiring awe. It is the balance needed for serious cinema. The Gospel of Emmanuel's tone is one of respectful confidence. It does not shy away from challenging traditional interpretations, yet it avoids arrogance or dismissal. The goal is clarity, not controversy. This earns reader trust and invites dialogue. Such tone is essential in works that reinterpret sacred texts. The harmony is structured like a theological novel. It has a beginning, development, climax, and resolution. The flow keeps the reader engaged without feeling academic. It combines narrative drive with doctrinal insight. The result is intellectually and emotionally satisfying. This blend is ideal for multi-episode storytelling. Themes of justice, mercy, and truth are consistently emphasized. The Gospel of Emmanuel doesn't only recount events, it explores their ethical implications. Jesus' confrontations with power and his compassion for the marginalized are highlighted. These themes are universally relevant and powerful in film. They challenge, inspire, and connect with audiences. They also offer narrative depth beyond spectacle. The Gospel of Emmanuel offers pastoral value alongside theological insight. It provides lessons for faith and daily living. Reflections on forgiveness, leadership, and love are present throughout. These moments serve as emotional anchors. They humanize doctrine and encourage personal transformation. Such moments are powerful in drama-based visual storytelling. The Harmonies structure enables ease of study and adaptation. Each chapter includes references, summaries, and transitions. This makes it usable as a teaching tool or script source. The design is intentional and reader-focused. Everything supports clarity and coherence. It's not just readable, it's producible. The Gospel of Emmanuel represents a lifetime of scholarship distilled into accessible form. The author's dedication is seen in every footnote and clarification. It's a culmination of research, faith, and storytelling. This makes it a rare and valuable contribution. It's a gift to both the church and the arts. It deserves wide readership and media adaptation. In summary, the Gospel of Emmanuel surpasses previous Harmonies in clarity, accuracy, and narrative power. It addresses contradictions, adds historical depth, and offers cinematic structure. Its integration of theology, culture, and language is exceptional. Each page invites reflection and visual imagination. As both a gospel harmony and screenplay base, it is unparalleled. The Gospel of Emmanuel is ready to impact the world through page and screen.